I just got a notification that you're live. I just got a notification on YouTube. Yep. No, I don't.
Alright. Well, no, it's if you save and then do load. What? Like I would save, make changes, and then hit load, and it would do it. It might have gone away. I don't know. Here, let me just try it right now.
Hey, TC. Okay, so that's really weird. I'm trying to figure out why that's happening. Maybe just do it like this. Yep, I fixed it. Hey, I can tell you how to fix it if you want.
All right.
Open up the ENB effect post pass, and then do a search for grain amount, and then just change the string where when you're in the section that says negative, the negative print stock, the negative film stock section, in that grain amount, just put negative before it. It's getting confused because they both have the same name of grain amount, the string name. And I thought I could differentiate them by having like a different number of spaces after the word amount, but that doesn't cut it. So I renamed the one under the negative section as negative grain amount, and the other one as print film amount, or print grain amount. And that fixed the problem.
All right.
Well, that was easy.
Wait, so here it's saying grain amount print and grain amount negative. I'm not seeing ones that are the same.
Oh, you're looking at the name. You need to change the string UI name. That just says grain amount. The string UI name is what shows up in the ENB menu.
Am I looking in the FX, the configuration file?
No, you're looking at the .fx, not the INI.
So, okay. I should be, yeah.
Yeah, so what you want to look for is, if you scroll down, you can see the sections where it says negative film and print film. Just look for the grain amounts in those sections and change them to the proper name of negative grain amount and print grain amount. And you may, I don't know if it's set up to have like if statements, but if you see multiple in one section, just name them both, you know, the correct name. But that should solve the problem for you. Okay, now I need to fix the depth of field bug. Also an easy fix. Did you get it figured out, Truth?
I'm just gonna. I don't want to take up more of your time right now with this.
Bro, I
but
can
I'm
fix
not
it for you.
seeing. I'm not seeing any, like, for me. Everywhere where it says grain amount, it's followed by the correct name, so it'll say grain amount negative on each section within.
Just upload your EMB effect post pass FX that you're working on. Just send it to me and I'll fix it real quick and send it back to you.
Right.
Oh, this is a great song. Oh, quick tip, bro. You can just drag and drop text files into Discord. You don't have to upload them first.
Okay.
Save you a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Okay, I take that back. What I said about this being a great song. It suddenly became not a great song. Skip ahead a little bit. Maybe it's better. Yeah, this song sucks. Here you go, bro. That should fix you up.
Thank you.
TC, how are you liking Film Workshop so far? Hey Joe, I'm doing good. How are you? Okay, concerning NAC, the ENB was made for NAC. I don't use anything else because honestly I don't think anything else comes close to the quality of NAC, but again, that's just a subjective opinion. The ENB will work and it'll operate just fine without NAC. I just can't guarantee that it will look correct. Because I made it, obviously, like I said before, I made it for NAC because that's what I was running at the time. You can try it with other weather mods. I mean, it might look fine, it might look terrible, I don't know. But really, if you want it to look like it does on all of the screenshots that you saw, you'll have to use NAC. But again, it might look amazing with Vivid Weathers or something else, I don't know. You have to give it a shot and see. In fact, I have Truth in voice chat with me right now, and he took the first few pictures that you see on the mod page. And I'm gonna assume you were using NAC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there you go.
I am using it's not the most current version, but it's basically the same.
Yep. I mean, I don't think he's changed the weathers in ages. He just does like updates to the holotape.
You see my shot?
Oh, let's take a look.
I'm very proud of this one.
Bro. How are you desaturating the top end? Just overexposing the crap out of it or what?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're clipping almost. And the LUTs are just rolling it off softly. That's really interesting. It's crazy that it doesn't like blind you. That's really awesome.
Yeah. Just spawned too many gazelles.
Bro, that looks like a nature documentary. That's like some Planet Earth looking stuff right there.
We gotta get O-Deer to make a gazelle retexture.
Yeah, we do. Speaking of gazelle, the one in that shot that Ed took on the main page of Film Workshop has got to be one of the best Fallout pictures I've ever seen. The one with the gazelle crossing the road or whatever.
Yeah.
Antelope or gazelle, whatever. Amazing shot. Hey Hackfield, how you doing? Just a simple gazelle herder. Wait, what are the... Hang on, the wild gazelle grazing the field. I can't do a very good David Attenborough. I gave it a good shot, but I failed.
It wasn't bad.
I think I've actually had it in my mind for a few months to try to do like a Planet Earth style nature documentary with Fallout 4 with the creatures in it. I think it would be kind of cool. Get some British guy to like narrate it for me. Oh, I have 7 people watching. Nice. Okay, chat. So I fixed the bugs way quicker than I thought I would, so let's do something. Let's play a game. Not like Jigsaw. I'm not going to kill anyone or make anyone kill anyone. Give me suggestions on a movie that you would like me to attempt to recreate the look of using Film Workshop, and I will give it a shot. Oh, drive is a good suggestion. Should be pretty easy to accomplish. I just need to find a shot that I'm going to go off of. I think I'm going to go with this one here. Yeah, let's go with this. Actually, let's put Fallout 4 in windowed mode. Wait, why is this not all on Ultra?
You ever heard of the movie 71?
No.
The colors of that film caused me to, after seeing it, I went home and started working on Oxide ENB, which I released for New Vegas.
Oh, that was your inspiration?
Yeah, it didn't. Oxide didn't actually end up looking like it, but I just think I think it looks really. It's a very cool look.
Joe Truth did Oxide EMB, the guy that was just now talking, not me. There's two of us on stream here.
And Moboto.
Yeah, Moboto's being quiet. He's Canadian. He's sorry.
He's taking shots.
Sorry.
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 Yeah.
First thing we're going to do is set it to nighttime. And then I'm going to do some quick research. To see if this was shot on film, and if it was, what film stock was used. A guy named Joe on my stream said props to you, Truth. He really loved Oxide ENB.
Well, thank you. Joe Paradise.
Digital negative. Okay.
That's looking real nice.
See where I'm crushing the shadows here? but then compensating
Yeah.
by lifting here. So basically, watch, I can just smash the mess out of it, but then I can still lift the noise floor. I can get like a faded, the shadow floor and get like a faded look.
Oh.
So it's a handy little trick for getting like a faded photograph look. You can do the same thing with the highlights, just like blow them out like hardcore, right? Let's go up here, just blast the highlights and then come down here and then pull it back down. So you can just really go crazy, just push the exposure really hard. Now, once I push this back up, you got all this craziness, right? But then you can, it still looks bright as heck because of like basically the curve of it. Like everything, that's wild. But yeah, that's what these lift and drop controls are for.
Yeah. Huh.
One control that I'd like to be able to put in here, one thing that it's missing, would be like a luminance-based saturation. So to be able to desaturate just the shadow region, or desaturate just the highlights. That would be
I've always wanted that.
super handy. I'm sure it could be done. I just have to talk to Eric about maybe helping me out make a shader with that.
Oh, sweet. Okay, the grain issue is resolved.
Joe, I use a QNIX 2710. It is an IPS panel with pretty good color accuracy, yes. And it's calibrated with a calibration tool. I do freelance color grading for films, which is where I got my start doing color work and stuff. We're about to find out how the day's gonna look, TC. I would imagine it's not going to look great. Okay, see, there we have a problem. Our skin tones look awful. So to fix that, I guess it's not in the mid-range. Whoa, what's happening here? That's not supposed to happen at all. May have found a bug in the HSL code. Yeah, looks like it. Or, oh, that's what happened. I left the widget up and it got clicked. Dang it. Yeah, so I probably, like, everything I just did probably is lost now. Yeah, I just figured that out. I feel a little too late, but I did figure it out. Okay, first thing I'm noticing, I don't know that I can't tell with that little screenshot, but I don't know that it has any grain. So let's just get rid of the film grain. Or maybe just a tiny amount. Yeah, like so. You're not going to be able to see that on stream, but I can see it. 5 on the saturation, 60 on that.
Oh. Mama Murphy's giving me shit, dude. Can't
What
take
is?
it anymore. Mama Murphy.
Just kill her.
She keeps talking to me, and then when I walk away, my character's head is always looking over my shoulder.
It wouldn't be changing all the time necessarily, TC. If you know what you're doing, you can set something that looks good in all conditions. But a lot of the time, most people will probably be using this just to take really sick screenshots, and they'll adjust it on the fly. Okay. Oops. So here it is at daytime. And let's just check for reference some daytime shots of this movie. There's not many. I mean, this is the closest thing I can find. It's actually really close. Just do a little day-night cycle here. See, with the day-night cycle, you can see why NAC is really the way to go. The lighting changes look absolutely perfect. Okay, someone mentioned Fight Club. Let's try to do that real quick.
I'm excited to see how this turns out.
What's that?
Fight Club look based on that photo.
Yeah, this actually should be pretty easy. The reason is it was shot before the days of digital color grading, so you really just have to kind of get the right film stock combination and then make slight adjustments.
Right.
Look at that, dude. Already. You see the blues? And look at the blues in the wall on the background there. It's already really close without much adjustment. The skin tones. So here's what I did.
And it looks really nice.
So you go to Fight Club, IMDb. You go up here to more.
I saw that on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, go to technical specs, and then you can see the negative format on some of these. You're not always going to have the exact same thing in Film Workshop, but you can see here this is a Vision 250D, an older version of 250D. You can use something that says 250D, and then this is in here, 2383. So you go in here, and the 250D that we have is 5207. So that's what I used. And that's without any adjustments, really. That's just the film stock. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this early morning lighting with this combo. Oh my goodness. That's just stock Film Workshop.
Wow.
With the color combination. Wow. Her dress, the yellow fabric over the dark blue in the shadow.
Take some screenshots for the page while you got it. That's really nice looking.
Oh, before I get into that, let me save real quick. I'm going to show you this really handy tool. I'm going to post the link in Discord. So if you take a look here, we're looking at the table part in green. You have lens focal length. This is your real world lens size. And then you want to look at that horizontal number. That is the field of view value you set in Fallout 4 to get that particular lens focal length in real life.
Oh.
So, you know, you want to do a 50mm lens, or 50mm lens. Set your field of view to about 40. That'll give you a 50mm lens.
Does it say on Wikipedia what Fight Club is?
It's going to be different things, right? A ton of different things.
Yeah.
But the most common focal lengths are going to be like 24, 35, 50, and 80. There are different weird ones, but those are generally the ones. The lower the number, the wider the shot. The higher the number, the tighter the shot. So right now I'm using like a 50mm lens because I'm using a field of view of 40. This image almost tells a story, right? This guy sitting here with a bat looking down at this kid. And of course we're going hardcore, full anamorphic here. I'm gonna have to set this way low. I feel like I want to come back some more. Let's go with an 80mm lens, and that's going to be a 25 field of view.
Okay, it's red sparks popping out right now. So you just tell me if you see a fire. Okay.
There we go. What would you do? I mean, would you keep the framing like this? Or would you go to the left or the right?
Well, for this shot, I'd keep it on the right.
Ooh,
I
that
feel
looks
like
kind
there's
of
too
nice.
much-
Pull them
too
back
much-
like that just a little bit.
Yeah. There's too much going on the right side of them.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I want to blur out the background a little bit more.
You don't want Arturo's mug in the back.
Or maybe just increase the blur amount. Yeah, let's push that up to like 20. And pull this down. 8.
To Joe Paradise, I would assume the only way to get your character to have shadows at distance is just to raise your shadows. The shadow distance itself. It is kind of annoying taking high or low field of view shots at a distance. The game kind of sometimes messes up the lighting the farther out you are, especially with ambient occlusion. Really screws it up.
God, this shot is just magical. It was just an accident.
Yeah. Ooh, and what you got going on in the peripheral there? Nice.
See, the only thing I'm not liking is the hill right here on the left side is in focus, and I'd like to kind of get rid of that. Because I find it to be
Yeah.
distracting, you know?
Yeah.
I want to slow the camera down, but I'm too lazy to pull up the console and type the command. Oh my god, having to tap this so much.
In my experience, like the best shots come when you're not trying to take screenshots. They just sort of happen.
Yeah. But that's the way real life happens, right? You don't stage great
Exactly.
pictures.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull like back really far and then push the field of view hard. Oh, not that hard. Okay, now here's what we do to really help this shot out. We turn on the gradient overlay and we do a forced, we use the gradient overlay to force the viewer's eye where we want. So currently, if you're looking here, this shot feels a little bit mid-range, middle-centric. Like you want to actually look at the dude's crotch and the girl's butt. That's where your eye is, unfortunately. And the way we fix that is we use the gradient overlay and just brighten the top end a bit. And now your eye automatically wants to lift up to his head. Just like that. So you don't have to use the gradient overlay just to do color.
I had the stream paused and nothing was happening. And let's see do it.
Okay, let's go 135. I can actually push the vignette pretty hard because I can use the gradient overlay to overcome the darkening above his head. And now it just looks like the sun's shining on them.
Yeah.
But I feel like I did probably go a little overboard on the vignette because she looks a little dark in the feet. So we just pull that back some. To like 155. Actually, one is good, and then I'll pull this down some. Oh, I lied. That wasn't vanilla. It still had the contrast and saturation settings from the lash setup. Oh, that's the answer. Just dropping the camera down solved my distracting hill problem.
There you go. Yeah, that actually looks a lot better with the camera down there.
You notice the lens type 1 is a lot more tolerant of the extreme bokeh values. If you use the lens type 2 and 3, you really have to like tone down the bokeh or it starts to look weird.
I really like the narrower bokeh.
Yep.
And it's also good to sometimes simulate little motion blur in the background.
Yeah.
Especially you used to do that in reshade in games that you can't get depth of field on. Well, but you can with reshade, and then you just get it like insanely thin and at an angle, and it creates some really cool shots.
Okay, I don't know how well this translates on stream, but the aperture is so small, the depth of field is so shallow. If I focus on his chest, she's out of focus. If I focused on her back, he's slightly out of focus. So I may have pushed it a little too far. Try to go 0.65. Give me a second, TC, and I'll post a link for you.
Here, I'll do it. The FOV one?
Yeah. Man, it's too bad I'm at 1080p right now.
Oh, shit. I can't post that.
Did you post the link?
Oh, I tried to, but it didn't let me post it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here. There you go. There you go, TC. Here you go. Here's that picture. Uploading into Discord. Yeah, no problem, TC. Okay, back to what we were doing. Let's try to get this Fight Club look.
Damn.
Mavada, that's really nice, man.
Thank you.
Are you going with some portrait shots?
Try to couple it up. There's one up above there.
Is there a location in the game that's similar to that shot from Fight Club right there? Oh yeah, there is, in Good Neighbor at that club, right?
Yeah, especially, do you have the Good Neighbor, what's the name of that bar? There's an overhaul for it that fills it up with people and extra stuff, and it looks a lot nicer.
Yeah, I don't think I have that installed. Alright, where's Good Neighbor on the map? Like toward the north or what?
It's east of the downtown city. Look along the highway, the overpass,
Yeah.
and it's right where the break is, the split, right over the main city on the left, on the right side.
Am I looking in the wrong place on stream? Totally.
Here, sorry, I was in game. Let me. No, you're looking at the wrong islands. You see there's a thing that looks like a federal building, an icon in the center of it all. Let me here. I'll just.
Clearly I've not beaten Fallout 4
Let me just help you here.
at all. Oh, good night, Joe.
Right there.
Okay. There it is. Alright.
Oh, look. It was selected in your pause menu.
Wow. Okay. Oh my god, the color though. Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can really see NAC shine with the day-night cycle. With it set to time scale to 2000. The lighting changes are just so natural.
you could release these in as LUTs.
Oh my god. Wow.
Hey, that's where I am right now.
Okay, I need to find the third rail. I've never beaten Fallout 4. In fact, in regular gameplay, I've never been a good neighbor. That's how little I've played the game. I've just been busy modding it for years. But, yeah.
Third rail.
Oh my god, really? Freaking really?
It's. Oh.
Wasted.
Oh god, I just saw that on stream. You don't have God mode on?
I need to have it on. Do now. Yeah, sure. Anybody in chat, you can come to my Discord.
Look, if you go straight from where you loaded.
Oh, hey, let's move to general.
Yes, sir.
Alright, I already moved you to the general channel. Truth. So you don't have to alt tab out.
Whoa.
Yeah, anybody in chat that wants to join Discord and hop in voice chat, come on. No problem. Mobata, you have admin power, so if anybody has problems getting in, you should be able to mute and unmute people or whatever and move them in. I think you can do it too,
Alright.
Truth, because you're like mod in here. So. Okay, you said it's under the central building. Which means what? How do I get
If
there
you
from
go
the
straight
hotel?
forward, if you go straight forward, it's on your right. In that. No. Oh. The delay is killing me.
Okay, I'm looking at Hotel Rexford, right? So
Yeah. If you're looking at Hotel Rexford, you go to the end of the road when you turn right. So if you're looking at Hotel Rexford, you just turn 45 degrees right. And
there's like a 10-second delay. Okay, so I'm going up here then?
then you go. No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you take a right at the end of this thing,
Okay.
it's right there, right where there's a guard out front. And you just look by the door. There's the blue tiles. You walk right past it, right there.
I'll pass it again.
No. Damn it! When I say right there, it's 10 seconds later. Oh, you
Go
just
back.
walked past it 3 times.
Oh my god, this is terrible.
No.
I should know where the third rail is, but I've never beaten the game. I've never been to
If
good
you look
neighbor.
where the Christmas lights are and the benches are, look where the Christmas lights are, the benches are, and there's a guard, an armed guard standing. There's one of them.
Okay.
Not down there.
Oh, it's in here. Okay. I'm in. There we go.
10 hours later.
Oh yay. And thus shows the difficulty of the stream delay.
This may be a bit difficult because the lighting setup is not exactly the same. But we're already actually pretty close to the look of the film. That was kind of easy. Let me see if I can. Yeah, that pretty much did it right there. Okay, chat. Fight Club-ish look. It's not quite the same because the lighting's not exact. But there you go. Maybe a bit more saturation on the orange. Let me try that. In fact, let's try to match the depth of field as well. That's going to be lens type 2. Oh, I still got the grading overlay on. Let's turn that off. Actually, let's turn it back on. But we'll use it in reverse from what we did before. And we'll just brighten up the bottom part of the image. And darken the top. There we go. Okay, any other suggestions? We did Fight Club, we did Drive. I would do Mad Max Fury Road. I mean, I guess I can do it. But I actually already did that on CFL, but I mean, we can do it here. It's pretty easy to do. It just requires a lot of use of the HSL widget. So the first thing we want to do is pretty much bypass the negative and just go straight to right now you've got like a purely digital image with no film emulation at all. So from there we're going to do our Mad Max Fury Road grade. And to start, we're going to push some magenta into the highlights. So be watching the lights up here. They should take on a magenta hue here in a minute. Here we go. Don't want a ton of that, just a little bit. And then in the shadows, we're going to add some teal. Crap. Reset all of these. There we go. And then in the mid range, we're gonna push some orange. Alright, we've got our basic shadows, midtones, and highlights shifting. So now we're going to do what's called, we're going to constrain the palette. Meaning we're going to shift colors mostly toward teal and orange. So I'm going to push blue toward teal. I'm going to push green toward teal. I'm going to push yellow toward orange. I'm going to push red toward orange a little bit. I'm going to push magenta also toward red. Push purple toward blue a lot and desaturate. And now I'm going to push saturation by quite a bit.
What? First Fallout 4 crash in a long time.
I'm having some trouble with the widget. I may have to come back to this. Let me see if there's something going on in the code here. I might have made a mistake. Yep, I totally did. Let's see if that fixes the problem. See you later, Hackfield. I really don't understand why this is doing this. Maybe that's why. Just trying to push the image too hard, I think.
Stuck here my whole life. There must be something else out there, waiting, you know? Just for us. We could run away. Just leave. Never look back. I don't even care where we go. Just far away from here. I'll come with you.
Faked our deaths, lit a match, closed the door, waited for the flash. Greyhound station, paid in cash. It's Lazarus, we coming back. They say it's darkest before the dawn. We've been in this town for far too long. They say it's darkest before
Okay,
the
so
dawn.
here's your Mad Max look. We're going to have to go outside. You can see that really extreme teal and orange thing happening here.
Make our home where we stand. One suitcase and half a plan. Follow the wolves and sing along. Pass the voices to the song. They say it's dark.
This song isn't bad.
We've been in this town for far too long. They say it's darkest before the dawn. We're moving on, we're moving on, we're moving on. Sunset, no regrets. First chance, last dance, stuck in the middle. Even bad girls, no good love. It tastes so sweet, it hurts a little.
So, coming outside, we see that the color's all jacked up. Because apparently the room that I was in had a color tint to it. And I was correcting for the room. So, we need to fix that. Unless... Oh, never mind. It's the weather. It's a rad storm. Let's fix that.
I need to memorize more weather codes. I always use FW2B52A, and that just gets you a sunny day.
And there it is. Although it might be a little extreme on the magenta in the top end. Let me pull that down some. You just want like a touch of it, like the top of the highlights need to be like slightly pink. And there you go. Although it might be a little too crushed in the shadows. Let's do something about that. And there you go. There's your Mad Max. Demonstrating the power of Film Workshop. You can kind of do whatever you want if you have the know-how. Okay, next suggestion.
Do 71.
Yes. Okay, let me take a look at that trailer that you sent to me. Very brown. These early shots. This movie was made in 2014.
Yeah.
Oh, they shot on film? Thank you for making it easy for me, guys. I do it for a living, freelance off and on. I've been color grading films for about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. So I did it for films before I did it for, you know, EMBs and stuff. Okay, so we did the Mad Max thing. Let's reset everything. I appreciate that, Pigeon. Okay, I think everything's reset. I just need to change the tent. You have a lot more control in film, a lot more information to the color. In the game, I don't have as much information to the color as I would like. All of the post-processing has to happen on the 8-bit low dynamic range color data, and with film you have access to the full range of color data, so you get smoother gradients, and you can push the colors harder without getting, you know, banding and stuff. Okay, so they shot on we're going to go back to 250D. Crap, what number is that? Bro, you watching stream? As soon as I hit 126, the color palette already started to match the YouTube video down there. Watch.
Oh,
So here's where I was, right? 1. I'll give it a second. And then when I go to 16, boom. You can see the color shift in the direction of the movie.
so I have the so ultimate immersion, you know.
Yeah.
They did that video, and then someone in the comments, because ultimate immersion is using Commonwealth Conifers Redux, so it's all like forested. Someone said, so basically this EMB makes Fallout look more like Skyrim.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, Skyrim's the
What
only
do
game
you
with
know?
trees.
Now, I'm assuming he's talking about the trees. Because if he's talking about the way it looks, that would just be like completely off. I don't know.
Hey, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you think.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hang on. It's a bit bright. Let me fix that. Alright.
Nice.
I mean, does it feel like the trailer view, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue on his coat and stuff kind of matches this bluish purple on the top of his dude's hat. But I
See-
think
Yeah, I think, well, that shot in specific seems to be pretty pink.
yeah, we can
Yeah.
adjust that and pull that back.
I mean, looks good though.
There, just that little adjustment kind of helps that. Better?
Here, let's wait for it to show up.
It feels like it might have a little too much
Yeah,
contrast.
yeah,
though,
there you
right?
go.
Maybe too much contrast. Let me pull back on that. To like,
And there's like a subtle purple. Let's see.
yeah, it's in the shadows. Okay, that should do it.
Very nice.
And pull the contrast back and then push the gamma a bit. And then maybe lift the shadows so they still seem a little dark. There it is.
Yeah, that's better.
Wow, dude. The rendering.
All you need
Do what?
is that the new NCR armor mod to sort of match what he's wearing.
Bro, the photorealism of this look, like just looking down the street of Good Neighbor here, the rendering is
Yeah.
fantastic. So, I'm going to start the trailer over in the background, and then I'm going to run the game as well at the same time.
And this film had a very tightened anamorphic bokeh, you know?
Yeah,
So like the ratio is, I don't know what the
so like
terminology
hardcore,
is.
we'll set it to 1. We'll push the vignette. Doesn't look like they really used much vignette at all. And that one shot just had the purple. I think otherwise it actually has a slight amount of green.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. It's so annoying. 71 doesn't really register. Here, there we go.
Yeah, I can save it to a custom LUT.
Yeah, it looks nice.
The changes are all really subtle. And actually on this particular look, I noticed on IMDb, they shot film with a negative, but then they went to They just went straight to D cinema, meaning digital cinema. They didn't go to a print stock at all. They just went into they scanned the negative out of the camera, color graded it, and then shipped out that digital file. They never went back to a print. So that's what I did here. If you look here for help, we set it for 250D because that's what they shot on. Even though it's a different stock, 7207, it's still 250D, so it's going to be close. 5207 here. And then for the print stock, I went with number 2, which is basically just a film contrast curve. It's not emulating any particular film. It's pretty much what they would have done in the color grading stage. It's just make it look like a film contrast curve. So if you are trying to emulate a movie, going to IMDb first is a good place to start to see if you can kind of recreate it with a Film Workshop. But I mean, just doing this here, and you're seeing me go through these pretty quickly, you can see the power of Film Workshop and why it was created. It's to do whatever the heck you want to do, basically. And you can accomplish anything. You can come up with your own look, or you can mimic a look from another, a movie or whatever. And that's just something that, like, CFL, my previous ENB, is not capable of. With CFL, you can get really great results, but you're stuck with the preset looks that I made for you. With this, you do whatever you want.
TC Game says, can you save the setting with this to a file save? You can save it to a LUT.
Yep, and here's how you do that. So when you get done with the look that you like, and if you need to share it with someone, or if you just want to back the look up and you want to go back to tweaking and making new looks, scroll down to Custom, click on Enable LUT Overlay, and it'll overlay this LUT at the top of the page. So from there, you just take a screenshot. Sorry, stream went down. Why does OBS do that?
Ooh. Botto, nice shot with Kellogg, young Kellogg.
Quit telling me that you took the screenshot and then not actually take the screenshot. That'd be great if you could do that, Fallout. Fine, here we go. Okay, so TC, you were asking. So we took this screenshot and we have this LUT here. I'm gonna open up in Photoshop, and I'm gonna use the image canvas size hotkey, which is Control-Alt-C. I'm gonna bring that up, and what you want to do is anchor the top left corner. So you click that, and then you're gonna type these values in: 1024 by 32. Hit OK. Proceed. And it's just going to crop out the LUT. So then we save this as a PNG. Now this is in my Fallout 4 folder. I'm going to go to ENB Series, Custom, User, and then we're going to save a file called lut.png, all capital letters. Okay, that's saved. Now what I need to do is go to ENB Series, and I'm going to go to ENB Settings, and you're going to turn on Custom Mode. Set it to 2. User LUT Mode. Please don't break. Please work, game. That would be so awesome if you would not break.
Okay, I'm gonna go for like half an hour.
Yeah, okay. And now when I hit Apply Changes, it's going to go into Custom Mode. And not load the LUT, I told it to load. Oh, it did load it. It just looks a little bit different because I need to fix a bug in the code, I think. Anyway, you can see that's how it's done. So let's see how this looks with some timescale shifting here. Yeah, I'm saving the video. So we didn't check on how this looked at night. It seems like it's clipping the shadows kind of hard at night, but the night's already dark in vanilla. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that was a pretty good suggestion by Truth. This is a really nice look. I really do like it. Okay, are you guys in my Discord? I see. Okay. Okay, TC, the LUT is uploaded to General. You can just download it straight out of Discord. Make sure that everything in Film Workshop is set to vanilla before you apply the custom mode. Set exposure to 1, gamma to 1, make sure your tint and everything is set to 0. Set all the camera controls to absolutely neutral. And then when you load that LUT, it'll be the same. There you go. But if you want to recreate it yourself, you can watch the stream again. Be warned, we didn't really check the nights when I was making this, so the shadows do get a little clipped. If I had taken more time with it, I could have fixed that. But I will leave that to you if you want to recreate the look to try to fix the clipping and the shadows. You just have to test it back and forth at different times a day until you get something that works across all the times a day. Alright, well, I think I'm going to shut the stream down. I may come back in a couple hours, but if you guys are still up when I come back, I'll see you then. Otherwise, have a great day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.